What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's been a minute, but we back here with some hockey NHL. Somebody sent me this. I believe this might have been the second or third time somebody sent me this video about NHL, the code, ice hockey. So this is what we checking out today. Obviously, there's a code when it comes to fighting, because that's what we see in here. But before we check this out, guys, y'all can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I do got Patreon. I do like TV show, movie reaction. Probably going to do full albums and stuff. If you send me some recommendations, I got you. I'll check it out. But because a lot of things get blocked here, a lot of things. So, but if you got any music, album, you want me to check out artists, send it. Got a movie, TV shows, let me know and I'll check it out. But Nin explains the unwritten rules of fighting, Retribution in ice hockey.
Nin explains the code. The sport of ice hockey is the only sport on the planet that tolerates fighting and retribution, even though their rules
are swinging them down.
Referees will penalize players for breaking the rules, but sometimes the players take matters into their own hands. There are only rules that how players should behave that you won't find in any rulebook.
Boy, he got a haymaker on him.
Specific players on hockey teams whose sole job it is to police the game accordingly. These are the enforcers, otherwise known as goons, tough guys, fighters, or cops. And whilst it's their sole job to police the game, the code applies to every player on the ice.
I ain't gonna lie, some of them swinging like they trying to make sure they can't come back for a couple of more games. That's how hard they swinging.
Based on mutual respect for your opponents and protecting your teammates. This is the code. The first rule of the code is that they do not talk about the code. Whilst
the whole video on the code
players, there is no official record of the rules of the code.
Boy, that helmet can't come. Oh, okay.
And you won't find these in any official rulebook. The NHL, or International Ice Hockey Federation, will always officially decline to comment about any code. This is because they don't want to officially admit that their sport that they govern isn't completely under their control. The players police the game as much as the referee.
Which made sense. Why is there a whole video on a code that ain't supposed to be talked about, though? That's the interest. But I mean, good to know that there is a code.
They police it a little too much. Rule number 2.
I guess since I'm an outsider looking in, I shouldn't know about the code. But since I'm trying to become an insider, I gotta know about the code.
And sometimes they police it a little too much. Rule number 2. If you do something bad, expect to pay the price.
Of course.
Let's say that you spitefully whack your opponent with a stick, and
for some
reason, the referees and linesmen completely missed it. No penalty is called against you, and you seemingly get away with it. I guarantee that the other team saw it.
Yeah.
They'll be gunning for you to avenge your crimes. There is now a giant bullseye on your back, with members of the opposing team looking to return the favor.
So basically, if the ref missed something, let me fight to let the ref know, hey, he just did this. That's why I had to put these hands on him.
Or another. And if you manage to avoid punishment until the end of the game, just wait until you play them again. I guarantee they won't have forgotten.
At all.
Your crime is not transient, and they won't stop headhunting you until you
That's a knockout punch, boy.
Rule number 3. You do not target stars. Should you unfairly target a star player, expect swift retribution as per rule number 2. Rule number 4. Ignore rule 3 if that star breaks rule 2. Sydney.
So the stars are not protected unless they break the 2 rules before that one. That is crazy. But I understand, like, because even watching the NBA, the ref called fouls on certain players a lot. But the star players, they're not going to, I mean, I could, maybe now, but I seen the thing where I think there was a new rule being implemented in the NBA. It was when Michael Jordan was playing, and they called it on Michael Jordan. And Phil Jackson was like, hey, like, what you doing? Why you caught? And it was like, the ref, like, we trying to implement, like, put a stop to that certain move or something. They were like, yeah, they want us to call it. Phil Jackson said, yeah, they want you to call it, but not on him. It's certain players that can get away with everything. I didn't know it was in every sport, though.
Crosby, a generational player that can score goals at will and will one
Crosby was throwing them things.
Fame. A talent so immense that he doesn't need to dive, take cheap shots, or hit anybody when they're down.
Oh my
But
god.
he does it anyway. This is totally unacceptable.
Oh my god,
Once you're a star
Crosby.
player that resorts to these tactics, rule number 3 no
Ooh.
longer applies, and you'll have a bullseye on your back just like everyone else.
Yeah, he knocked
Rule
him
number
out.
5, no sucker punches.
They trying
There
to
is a
jump
proper
him.
decorum to challenge someone to a fight. However, sucker punching
Oh.
someone, i.e. punching them when they're down or not looking, is an unacceptable way of doing so.
On everything.
This is cowardly,
Dang.
and blindsiding someone like this will result in the opposing team taking note. Expect swift retribution as per rule number 2. Lots of it. Rule number 6. Pick on someone your own size or bigger.
The smaller guys be having the fast hands though. I feel like they would give the bigger guys some problems.
Coming after you.
A little quicker,
Rule
depending.
number 7. Verbally or physically agree. To challenge someone to a fight, it's important to stand square onto your
Put them
opponent.
hands up.
Gesture with the hands, the helmet, or start shaking off your gloves. Dropping the stick is a clear indication that you want to throw
Oh,
down.
everything.
It's fair to bait them physically or verbally, but if you're wearing a cage or full visor, it's proper etiquette to remove that prior to fighting your opponent.
Professional ice fighters out here, cause I'll be like, dude, let me take these skates off. Hey.
Fighting with a
Dude.
half visor may be morally acceptable in some, but not all.
He covered his head. Oh,
Rule number
connecting.
8. Don't back down. When challenged to a fight, especially if you have been guilty of a crime committed on the ice, it is seen as cowardly if you do not
On
accept the
everything.
challenge.
Nah.
Backing down is not
Even
cool.
the real, I would have been
You
like,
will
come
not receive
on,
any brownie
nah.
points with your teammates and expect some form of retribution sometime during the game, legal or not.
Swing,
Rule
somebody
number 9.
swing.
You do not turtle.
Don't
Once
turtle.
you have engaged in a fight, it is not acceptable to turtle, i.e. curl up in a ball to avoid punches. This is seen as cowardly.
Dang, so you gotta take
You have
them?
accepted the challenge to fight. And
Do have 5 people on it. I couldn't take all them
fight, you must.
at all.
Rule number 10. It is acceptable to premeditate fights. Instigating a fight, and a fine example of
Oh,
good code
Let me
etiquette.
see. Yeah, that's good code
If a
etiquette.
premeditated challenge is
I'm about to say, well, you can't call nobody out and get beat up though.
accepted, the gloves
That's
must come off
unacceptable
and
too, that-
helmet visors
That need to be a rule. Don't call somebody out and get beat up.
removed before you fight.
From the
Ultimate mark of
jump.
respect. Rule number 11. You do not punch someone lying down. Once the fight has reached the ground, and one or both combatants have hit the ice, you must stop
Dang.
immediately. They are in a defenseless
Oh,
position.
oh,
It is
shoot.
dishonorable to hit someone
Yeah.
when they're down,
They
especially
stopping.
if they can't defend themselves. The punishment and retaliation for breaking this rule is severe.
Dang.
Rule number 12. You do not fight goalies unless you are a goalie or they instigate it. Goalies, like stars, have a job to do, and it doesn't involve fighting. Unless they challenge you,
I ain't
and
never
it's
seen a
obvious that
goalie
they're doing
fight.
So, leave them well alone. That said, it is acceptable
Not a
for
goalie
both
versus
goalies
a
to fight
goalie.
each other, even if no incident has happened.
Yeah,
between them.
gosh.
Rule number 13. Brawling is fair game. It is perfectly acceptable to retaliate
Game. Who is this? New York Rangers and I don't know this other. That's
14.
crazy.
Be wary of pests. A pest is a player whose sole job it is to antagonize and annoy you and your teammates
Yeah.
in order to draw penalties. They will resort to anything from verbal abuse to underhand tactics to licking your face.
What?
They will most likely challenge you to a
Hey,
fight and
tripping.
then proceed to run away, leaving you with an instigator penalty. Be cautious when you challenge them to a fight, because that's exactly what they want you to do. Rule number
That's
15.
crazy.
The golden rule. You stand up for your teammates, whether it's your job
Got
or
to,
not.
got to.
Whether you're an enforcer or not, if you are on the ice and foul play happens, you are expected to stand up for your teammates, regardless
Dang,
of size,
boy, they
weight,
throwing them
or star
things, though.
power. These players will stand up for you.
Oh my
through thick
god.
and thin, and it is seen as cowardly to not return the favor,
I ain't gonna hold that left hand was
regardless
connecting.
of size, weight, or star power.
Look at this. His left hand
These
connecting.
players
Boom,
will
boom,
stand up
boom,
for you,
boom,
through
boom,
thick
boom,
and through
boom,
thin,
boom,
and it is seen as cowardly to not return
Yeah.
the favor. Teammates will notice if you don't
Hold
help
on,
them back,
ref.
so be wary because one day it might be you that needs the help.
Got it.
The most interesting thing is that the code is open to interpretation. No two players have the exact same interpretation.
He connected on
of
left,
the code.
man.
But in general, these are the rules that ice hockey players live and die by, even if they're not written down. When regular rules aren't enforced properly, the code dictates how justice is served. In conclusion, there are some amazingly talented players in the sport of ice hockey, and there are people whose job it is to protect them. These men and women have given up being stars
everybody just been knocked out, though.
Paychecks, significantly shortened their own careers, and risked their lives and future health, all to protect their teammates when the rules of the game fail to do so.
I just need my teammates to do the same for me.
These are noble warriors who will fight with honor and within the unwritten rules of the game.
Yeah.
They deserve our absolute respect because they are the enforcers of the code.
I think that's legit.
Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I'm this close to over 100,000 subscribers.
Nice. I think you did. I think you hit 100,000, matter of fact. So, my guys, definitely, this is a good video. But now, the code, I agree. I agree with all that. You know what I'm saying? Those are definitely insider code. You got to be an insider to know the code type of thing. But all in all, dang, I know people be squabbing. I need to see a fight every game in hockey. I still need to see. I've been seeing y'all comments about checking out the Dallas Stars. We had a little winter thing coming around, but I gotta find some tickets. I gotta find some tickets, man, and check this out. But yeah, I understand the code. It's a pretty legit code. Gotta stand by the code always. But man, hockey, I guess you gotta have boxing lesson too. If you gonna fight, dude, like you trying to throw them dukes, all right, good luck. Start throwing them things. But I enjoyed this. I gotta see that game where 3 fights then broke out in one game. That's crazy. At a time, that's crazy. That is crazy. But y'all follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Like I said, I got the Patreon. Gonna be doing some music albums. I got movies and TV show reactions on there right now. Always got to give a shout out to my Patreons. I appreciate them. But guys, that's all I have. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.